A new way of learning or teaching, depends who's doing this. So instead of giving you the whole terminology and what this means and what this means, and no one actually remembers that, and whoever does works really hard in order to incorporate those words into his system. The better way, I think, is with real life examples. What I mean by that is, if it's like mathematical issues, don't teach me few years of how to solve this problem, or know how to solve this problem. Don't teach me few years of prerequisite information in order to solve all kinds of problems. Show me how to solve this problem from the start to end. So let's take this problem, that problem. It might take a long time to solve that problem. It can take a long time, actually. It might take a day or even a few sessions to solve that problem. But the effect, or there is a better result, I think, that comes as a result from this kind of learning, is that you learn there is a direct associations between what you learn and how you imply what you learned, how to use what you learned in the real life, and not, oh, there is a lot of information in words that has nothing to do with what you learned, and you will use that in the next few years and not necessarily remember what even happened in there. So yeah, I should just remember everything and hope for the best. No, that's a shitty way to learn. That's the worst. And I think the better way, again, is with real life examples. So even coding, I don't give a fuck about how to write a specific type of code to solve a problem. I don't give a fuck. What I want to know is give me a real app and let me mess around with it. Give me a code of a website that works, and let me mess around with it and see what's happening, what's the result, how do I impact that, and what this means, and what this means, and let's try to move this from there to there and there to there, and no terminology and remembering. So this whole remembering doesn't work, because the way you remember better is by actually doing this. This is the best way to remember, and this is how you incorporate the information much better into your system than just like, oh, you should learn that and remember that and that and that and that. There is endless information, and eventually you don't know what to use, because there is so many ways to use them, and you don't remember what to use, when to use. Too much information, you get paralyzed from overload of information. Instead of going straight ahead, I think it's a better way of just like jumping head first to the pool, and then try to like work it out from there. And okay, so this what this mean and what this mean, and if we change this what happens, and this what happened, that's the result, and that's the result. And I think that's a much better way to learn. I hope that's